Oh my god. Oh, no, that's better. It is the wonderful time of the year, at the end of the year. No, we don't know. Where Spotify releases Spotify Wrapped, and you might think, well, you love music, wouldn't you love that? No. Spotify Wrapped gives me nothing, except a few good memes every year, like, I like these. These are good. First of all, if it's not apparently obvious already, why did they leave out December? We still have an entire month left. That's ridiculous. And the main reason I don't like it is because there's something better. You won't believe your mind when you see this. So this is a video all about the amazing, wonderful website tool called Last.fm. Last.fm is amazing and wonderful. I've already said that, but I really want you to, that doesn't make it as loud as I thought it would. I really want you all to understand how much I love this website and how much I wish everyone knew what this website was. So in this video, I'm just gonna be going through it, explaining it. I have a fun segment coming up called Does It Last FM, where I'm gonna go through my Spotify Wrapped and see if it lasts FM, which is a new term I've made up to see if it's actually accurate. The results may surprise you. Okay, so let's get into what Last FM is. So back in the day, I think I should really do some research before I make these. Back in the day, we're talking maybe 2008, 2009, MySpace years, Last.fm was actually pretty popular, more popular than it is now, and it was mainly used as kind of a social music website. Now, this is before my time, so I don't really know a lot about this, but I've also heard that MySpace was also used in this way, people could just find new songs and new bands, and they loved putting their song on their profile. Is it obvious that I never used MySpace because I was 6 when it was at its height? Like I said, back in the day, Last.fm was pretty big as a social music discovery place and whatnot. It still has those features, but that's not really what I use it for, and honestly, I don't really know if a lot of people even use it for that these days. Outside of being a social music just place, the main thing that Last.fm does is basically Spotify Wrapped, but forever. For the entire year, for Spotify Wrapped for the day, Spotify Wrapped for the past hour. It literally tracks everything you do, and I don't mean this to come across as a scary, the government is tracking everything you do. No, if you don't want to use Last.fm because you don't like it tracking all the music you play, then don't use Last.fm, but it has all of the songs that I've played since 2015, and I like that. That's why I use it. Before I get into it a bit more, I have to explain Scrabbles. Now, when I first joined Last.fm, I didn't think a Scrabble was too weird. It's their own thing. Snapchat has streaks. If you don't know what Snapchat is and you hear streak, you're probably that's kind of weird. I don't think Scrabbles is that weird. It's kind of cute. It's kind of fun, but there have been memes about it over and over.
He's got 14 Scrabbles. What the fuck are Scrabbles?
Oh my god, look at all those Scrabbles!
I wonder why Last.fm is succeeding. Because they're calling Scrabbles.
People are so turned off to Last.fm because they're like, what is a Scrabble? It's not gonna hurt you, okay? It's just one Scrabble, singular. It can be plural as well. For example, oh my god, I've not been recording this entire thing. I'm using Zoom to record my screen because I've used third-party screen recorder software before, and it put a virus on my last laptop that allowed hackers to remotely control my computer, so I don't want that to happen again. So we're gonna do Zoom. Alright, so, Scrabbles can be singular or plural. For example, I have 58,616 Scrabbles, plural. And a Scrabble is just simply when you play a song, that's one Scrabble. A Scrabble records the song name, the artist name, the album name, and the time at which you play it, which is really all the information that Last.fm needs to build your entire database of the music you play. So if we look through this, we can see that my recent tracks are Remember Sports songs. Wow, look at all these songs. I played them 2 hours ago. I can go to more tracks, which just means my previous scrobbling history, what I was playing earlier. So today I've only been playing these songs. Yesterday, oh wow, look at this. These are the songs starting at this song by The Breeders. All of this here, can I hide? What? You know, sure. All of these songs here are the songs that I played on my DJ set last night. Wow, I mean, here's the song I played, here's the set list of the songs I played, so I can see all my Scrabbles from yesterday, and because I've been using this since 2015, it's kind of small, but there's a sliver there. Okay, hold up. Yay! I played 46 songs, basically 46 Scrabbles, in December of 2015, and they're all Muse and Weezer and brand new. God, that's trash. If that was December 2015, and today is December 2020, 5 years ago. Were you listening to Weezer 5 years ago? Because apparently I was. Now, we're gonna do the segment in the video that I mentioned earlier, which is Does It Last FM? I am going to be using my Spotify Wrapped account, and I'm gonna see if it Last FMs with my Last FM account, which I would say is more accurate, and hopefully this will show you why it is more accurate.
So I actually tried to do this previously, but I didn't know that the songs played in the background. Let's just go to the Of course, we have a story layout. First of all, can I pause? Yes. I just want to say, does everything have to be a story in 2020? Why? It's Spotify. Do you need to be a story? Good God. Anyways, alright, let's see. We got some bands. They're going way too fast. 2020 Wrapped. Listening is everything. Sure it is. The longest year ever may not be over yet. Okay. 1,887. New artists this year. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. So here's our first thing of Does It Last FM? So I can't entirely see, at least on the native Last FM website, if there's a way to see the new artists I've played. Now, I said on the native Last FM website, because towards the end of this, I'm gonna show you a ton of third-party software and tools that can break your data down even more so than what Last FM gives you. So I'm sure there's a thing like that online, but I can see how many artists I played in 2020. So we're here on 2020. Gonna put this on artist, and I scrabbled, which means listen to 3,215 artists so far, because I am saying December matters. Okay, thank you. Now back to turn off, stop. Okay, back to the video. Okay, genre list. Okay, this is one that has confused a lot of people. They're all like, can I have a breakdown of those 247 genres that I've supposedly played? And Spotify is like, no. So actually, okay. There is an entire website that Spotify uses to group their genres and songs and whatnot. And because I am so nice and I know you love my content so much, look, I have it start up here. I'm going to do a breakdown of this entire website and what it is. But if you want to check it out, it's called everynoise.com. Here are all the genres, quote unquote, that Spotify plays. Again, I know this looks like a lot. You can read a bit about it down here. There's also a lot of articles written about it online, but like I said, I'm going to do a breakdown of this at some point because I think it is very cool. Alright, so going off of that, back to our Spotify Wrapped. It's going to be loud. Shut up. One song to help you get through it all, and this is Power Plant. Top song of the year is Dungeon. Okay, Does It Last FM? Let's find out. So again, we're on 2020. Let's go to tracks. Y'all will laugh at me because I don't really play songs a lot. Yes, it does Last FM. That was my top track of 2020 so far. But look, this is why Last FM is cool. This is what Spotify won't tell you. If I just had 2 more plays on this song, it would surpass that one. And again, December is still happening, so anything is game for the end of the year. But yeah, I don't really like play songs. I listen to playlists mainly. I'm not a big person on having a song on repeat or anything like that. But yeah. Alright, going back to this. These were the other songs you had. Oh yeah, so this is kind of interesting. So it says first stream was on February 12th. Okay, keep that in mind. Day with most stream September 19th, and then 10th stream June 29th. Let's just see, does it last FM? Is it true? So again, because this website tracks every single song you play and when, I can find out when my first play of the song was, and it was actually on February 11th. It does not last FM. I don't know why they're a day off with everything, but it also said my most plays was on September 19th, and again, incorrect. It is actually September 18th, so I'm not sure why that's a day behind, but is my 10th stream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, June 29th? I think it said June 28th. Like, does it really matter? No, but I just want to show you that Last.fm tracks everything you do, so you can get more detailed breakdowns. These were the other songs you had on repeat. Alright, let's go back and see what other songs we had on repeat. Alright, so this one's a bit interesting. So it says Hall Beach by Retirement Party was my second most played song, and you know what I have to say about that? Runaway Dog was actually my most played song by Retirement Party. Grand Am and Compensation are up there, but if you look at Last.fm, Compensation actually has one more play than Grand Am. And then this is kind of weird. I don't really know where Hypnic Jerks came from, because if we look, that's all the way down here at spot 14, and it completely didn't count Mannequin Pussy, Dogleg, Maxiel, Truth Club, Osmutants, Mom Malarkey. Yeah, so like, what's up with that? Kind of weird. So it made me a playlist, which is kind of the only thing I like about Spotify Wrapped, is that it makes the playlist for you. But again, it wouldn't be too hard for me to just literally scroll through tracks 1 through 50, or even tracks 1 through 150, and just add them to a playlist. So this one is interesting. So we have a quiz here. It wants me to guess my top artist of the year. Well, if we look at Last.fm, obviously the answer is Fiona Apple. Fiona Apple. And it says my top artist was Retirement Party. And now, to be fair, there is only 11 Scrabbles between Retirement Party and Fiona Apple, so it is pretty close. But look, there's also 3 difference between Broadcast and Retirement Party. Even if I just played them, quick math, 6 plus 8, 14 more times, they would currently be my top artists of the year. So it says my top artists are Retirement Party, Fiona Apple, Broadcast, Remember Sports, and Stereolab. So that is actually accurate. That is my top 5, but the order isn't quite right. Fiona Apple and Retirement Party are actually switched. And then here's the thing that they're like, oh, post this on your Instagram and Snapchat story so all your friends can be like, ooh, you see how it says Spotify at the bottom? I'm gonna give more money to the massive corporation Spotify. Okay, so it cut me off like mid-rant there. I don't know why. I don't know what I did, but like I was saying, Spotify, the big massive corporation. Okay, and everyone's like, you make fun of Spotify, but yet you use Spotify? There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. Obviously, guys, it's like for everything great that Spotify does, it does a lot of really not great things too, and I'm aware of that. I'm just making a comment about how when you post your top artists of the year, it says Spotify at the bottom. You are a free advertisement for them. And it's like, yes, it's 2020, who doesn't know what Spotify is, which is like true, but you know, just something to think about. And it's so easy to start using it. All you have to do is create a Last.fm account, which is free. I do pay for the pro version, which is $3 a month, I think. Like, not even that much. All you have to do to connect it is just when you make a Last.fm account, you go to your settings, you go to applications,
and then you just do Spotify scrobbling. That's all you have to do, and it will track the music you listen to on Spotify from desktop, mobile, or any other device. And now you might be saying, but I use Apple Music, but I use Tidal, but I listen to YouTube. Yes, there are ways to make that work as well. I won't really go into that in this video though, because I'm not really like familiar with that, but I would recommend checking out the subreddit here, because I guarantee people have asked the questions you've had, how to make Tidal work, blah blah blah. And then let's go back. Let's just do some browsing. So a band that I have really gotten into recently is Broadcast, and I just love them. And they feel like a very 2020 band to me, but I know that I discovered them in 2019, but like I honestly have no idea when. I'm gonna guess like March or April of 2019. So I can find out. Wow! So I have 715 Scrabbles. Let's break this down a bit more. And I was actually playing them in 2018. So the first time I ever heard one of their songs was on April 2018, and that song was Tears in the Typing Pool. It tracks everything, so you can just do like whatever you wanted. I like having like the profile here because I can set like what I want this to show automatically when I send my profile to friends. So currently I have my top artist set to the past month, but I could also put it at the past year, and there's my top artist of the past year, or my top artist all time. So Hop Along is gonna like dominate that. Top albums, I put them on all time, and then top tracks is on last month as well. Very cool. Another thing that I like about Last.fm is the ability for it to be social. Your friends can make accounts, you can follow each other, you can comment on each other's pages and whatnot. Yeah, another fun thing it can do, because there's just so many fun stuff, is I'm gonna use Willa. I love you if you're watching this. If you get someone else's Last.fm profile, you can see your compatibility with them. How cool is that? So my compatibility is super. We both listen to Yves Tumor, I don't know, Fiona Apple and John Moss. I can't say these names. Let me find a friend who like I'm not compatible with. My brother. Your compatibility is very low. We've listened to Gary Newman, Talking Heads. I play a lot of Talking Heads, but he probably is not. Well, actually, check this out. So we're gonna go to Talking Heads in the search bar. My Scrabble's 284, very cool. Listeners, you know, that just means out of your friends, 5. So out of my friends, Willa has played them nearly 5,000 times. Jimmy, Julia, I don't remember this person's name, honestly, and my brother. It's so cool. So when your friend is all like, I like Talking Heads more than you, and you're like, do you really? Check the Scrabbles. All of my friends, we use this, website to call each other out, like, you scrabbled Weezer's song the other day, pfft, loser. Another cool thing that you can do that's kind of like Spotify Wrapped is the reports tab. So last.week is the main one, but they also have last.month and last.year. So every week or every month or every year, you get a new breakdown of all the songs and tracks that you played throughout the year. Last week, I scrabbled 420 songs. Hell yeah. This is cool. I can actually see last week in pink, this week in red. I had a lot more plays on this Friday, but I had a lot more plays last Sunday. It tells you percentile of like how much you listen to. Like in the last week, I listened to more artists than 76% of other Last.fm users. Very cool. It gives you a tag timeline. I'm not really big on like genre and tags because they're all like indie rock, indie pop, and I'm like, those are probably the exact same thing, so that's not that cool. I really enjoy this one. It can show you the new artists that you played, the new albums you played, the new tracks you played, and then you can compare yourself to your friends. So I only had 420 songs, but somehow this dude got like 1,500 songs in a week. Are you okay? I discovered 14% new artists, but my friend got 45% new artists. Very cool. Mainstream meter. My most mainstream was Kanye West, and my most obscure was Onion Balls. Yes, last year, very cool. 2019, Scrabbles 20,044. New record! Whoa! The average number of Scrabbles per day was 54. The total listening time was 48 days and 17 hours. Wow. I was in the 99th percentile of artists, the 99th percentile of albums, and the 98th percentile of tracks. I guess I need to listen to more tracks this year. Wow. I listened the most from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Do I care? No. But is it cool? Yes. Tag timeline. Indie, which was briefly surpassed by emo in July and August, and then in December again. Very cool. 62% new artists. Diva Sweetly is my top new artist discovery, probably because they weren't a band prior to this year, so I guess that counts. I had 20,000 Scrabbles, but my friend, Dylan up here maxed out the most at 22,000 Scrabbles. Congrats, Dylan. Mainstream-o-meter. I was 61% mainstream last year. My most mainstream was Billie Eilish with an entire 2 Scrabbles. Obviously, if I went through everything on this website, it would be like an hour long, but just make a Last.fm account for yourself, and then you can go through all of these for 5 hours, which I do all the time. Another thing, I pay for Last.fm Pro. It's only $3 a month, so support the website. It's great. So what do you get with Pro? Monthly reports. So that just means the last month thing. So if you aren't Pro, you only get last week, but you also get last year, even if you're not Pro. You can edit the Scrabbles that you play. I don't really care too much about that, but some people do. Like if you Scrabble the album and then you Scrabble the deluxe album and the super deluxe album, then the remastered 2020 edition album, blah, then it puts them all in as different albums, which is kind of annoying, but that's not Last.fm's fault. That's Spotify's fault for giving you 5 versions of the same fucking album. You can change the username. I made mine when I was like 15. I don't know what this word means. I will change that at some point, I'm sure. I don't know what blasts from the past is. I don't know why it's capitalized like that, but yeah. I get library image view. I have no idea what that means. Oh, you get ad-free browsing though, which is kind of cool, but the ads honestly aren't that bad. So yeah, like you really don't get much more with pros. It doesn't change things that much. Like I obviously was using this fine without pro for like 5 years. Now, the final part of the video. Because Last.fm is a open website that's public for everyone, and as long as you give someone your username, they have access to all the songs you've ever played. And when you played them, a lot of very cool people that are much more talented than I will ever be have made some really cool websites and tools to visualize some of your listening statistics just in more cool ways. Like for example, this person made a website where you can generate cool images from Last.fm and share them on Twitter and whatnot. So that basically makes a Spotify rap for you. I was playing around with this last night. It's alright, but I don't really care about posting my top albums of the past week to my Instagram account. I don't care, but maybe you do. Obviously everyone else does because it's all that's been on my Snapchat stories. This one is cool. I was playing around with this one yesterday. Last.fm mainstream calculator. Let's go. So let's see how mainstream I was of the past year. Yes, go. This one is fun. I'm 10%. I'm underground. REM was the most popular band I played. That makes sense. It's at 54%. I got 0%. 0% Retirement Party is 0% mainstream. Very cool and hip underground band. You probably haven't ever heard of them. So those were all online things where you just open a tab in your browser on the internet and put in your username and whatnot, but I don't even remember where I found this, but this is a downloadable program. I like it because this feature is cool. So I only started Scrabbling at the end of 2015, so we're gonna calculate my wave graph. Now, be warned, I don't entirely know what this means exactly. I think I have like a rough idea, but you can go to this dude's website or something if you want to know like more about how it works, but basically the ones, okay, wait, no. There's a lot of things I have to break down here. Let's just start off with this big lump here. You see how Paramore is shaped like a tumor here? So if you look at the bottom, that corresponds to January 2018. So in January 2018, I was playing a lot of Paramore. But then if you scroll over here, I like listened to them a bit in like April 2019 and maybe like a bit more in November 2019, but I haven't really been playing them as much recently. But now I'm playing a lot of, oh, I didn't scroll over all the way, broadcasts. You see how I was playing a lot of them like, oh, that actually goes back a while. Yeah. So like June through March, wasn't really playing them in much in like April, May, June, July of this year, but then like coming around now, their tumor shape is getting larger. But then if we go back, see, I didn't know who they were prior to like October 2018, so I wasn't really playing them back then. We got Retirement Party, which is getting pretty big, that I had a little stint with them back around like June 2019. The ones in red are the ones you've been like more consistent with. So if we highlight REM, that's probably the band that I stayed the most consistent with through the past 5 years. I was playing them even back in like March and April 2016, have playing them a lot in September and October 2016, and then like not really as much, but then they came back again in September 2017. Didn't really play them at all, like June 2019, and now they're slowly starting to come back. It's just a cool way to visualize your data and the songs you play. Okay, so I don't know how long this has been. I don't know how long I've been rambling on and on about the best website in the world, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a bit, and I hope you go and make a Last.fm profile now. If you do, follow me, add me as a friend. Last.fm.nixer. I don't know what that means. Get ready for more content coming soon, all about how to discover new music. I'm gonna break down that website every noise for y'all, and I hope you liked the video. Yes.